Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video. And you know we gotta do a Friday night Smackdown review, man. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm oh man, this show it wasn't the worst show of all time, okay? I think Raw was definitely the worst go-home show of all time, but if this is definitely in the top 5, top 3, top 2 worst shows of all fucking time, okay? Especially when it comes to the go-home show, the show that's supposed to get us hyped, okay? Hyped for the Royal Rumble, big dog, and I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling hyped at all. So let's just go ahead, jump right on into it, segment by segment. Let's get this shit over with, man. So Michael Cole, he opens up the show. Pat McAfee gets like this special homecoming entrance because they're in Indiana, of course. They're in Indianapolis right now, right? So, you know, he used to play for the Indianapolis Colts, so they have to give him his own little entrance, and he just talks about how great Indiana is and all that shit. And yeah, we can move on from that because who cares? Then Joe Tessitore, he basically says that he's going to go ahead and give KO the rightful interview that he wanted. KO comes out, and I mean, they talk for a couple of minutes, man. At the end of it, it was basically KO just asking, if Joe Tessitore thinks like he's some kind of tough guy, and he's just shitting on their journalism, stuff like that. And Kevin Owens just grabs his title. He says the only reason I really even came out here is so I can grab this. And for some reason, they have, how they said that they were going to have the championships suspended above the ring. Well, for some reason, the championships were just lowered all the way down in the middle of them so that way they could have their interview for some reason. I don't know why, but KO's like, yeah, the only reason I came out here is to get this. So he just grabbed the winged ankle belt and he was getting ready to leave, but then CM Punk comes out and we're going to get another bad CM Punk promo, okay? I'm so tired of CM Punk promos, but basically CM Punk apologizes because that's what these motherfuckers do these days. They just come out and they apologize and they kiss ass and all this shit. So he apologizes to Kevin Owens for overlooking him, and basically says that, no matter who it is that is at WrestleMania, he's going to be the one facing them for the WWE title in the main event because that's what he wants to do. KO kind of shoots back. Then I don't remember what KO said, to be honest with you, man. This promo was very, very, fucking forgettable. But basically it ends with CM Punk basically saying that he never lost to Logan Paul. He never lost, or he hasn't lost 5 times at the Royal Rumble. And fucking KO gets out of the ring. He's getting ready to walk away. And CM Punk basically just punks him. He's like, hey, man, if you want to get your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? We can do this shit here right now. You know what I'm saying? And then KO starts to walk up, but then he walks away, and then that's that. Next up, we get Miz and Nick Aldis backstage in their little segment. Basically, the Miz is like, hey, man, you really fucked me up last week. I had something good going with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, and then you just came up and just took them away, just sent them over to Raw. And then Andrade, just being a retard, he walks away when I'm giving him the opportunity of a lifetime. If he was here right now, I'd punch him in the face. And of course, he was there right then. So Nick Aldis went ahead and set up that match for later in the evening. Great. Next up, we get the match that we were supposed to get last week, right? Jimmy Uso versus Carmelo Hayes. We get pre-match promos from both of them. Both of them forgettable. Who cares? This was a 50-50 time waster. Fucking 15-20 minutes back and forth bullshit, and then Jimmy Uso won by a roll-up. Yay, we're just jobbing out Carmelo Hayes again. Good job. We're just completely burying the fuck out of him underneath Jimmy Uso, who before he came back hadn't won a singles match in who knows how fucking long, right? So After that, we get the Royal Rumble by the numbers vignette, you know what I'm saying? A little video package that they do every year now, I guess. And that took up a nice little 5-10 minute slot. After that, we get Piper Niven and Chelsea Green backstage in an interview with Byron Saxton. What can I say, man? Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, you know, they're a pretty bright spot on the show, but the fact that they're both jobbers, you know what I'm saying? Chelsea Green is holding the jobber championship, and then Piper Niven, she's just a complete jobber. And it's fucked up because I really like Piper Niven, okay? She gets it. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, they are two people on the show that they just get it. They just get that they're supposed to be over the top, you know, larger than life characters, and they're doing their best to try to, you know, make that happen, even though they're just complete jobbers. And next up, we get Michin versus Chelsea Green for the 18,000th time. Chelsea Green wins by DQ. The match was boring. This was another 50-50 time waster. Chelsea Green wins after she hit. So Michin hit the eat defeat on her. Piper Niven pulled her out of the ring. Chelsea Green is like stumbling out around the ring and shit like that. B-Fab hits Piper Niven with basically the bro kick. Like, she got them long legs, so she hit her with the bro kick basically. And then you know, the way that Chelsea Green got out of it was that she picked up the kendo stick that Michin brought out for some reason. Even though it wasn't a DQ match, she just brings out fucking kendo sticks. And, you know, she brought out the kendo stick and she just started beating on Michin with it and won the match like that. So, cool. We're most likely going to get another match between them at some point down the road. And are you excited? Can you hear it in my voice? I'm pretty excited about it. After this, we get Byron Saxton interviewing Bianca and Naomi. They basically both just say the same thing they said last week. I think it was last week. Who cares at this point? Where they were saying, like, well, you know, if I'm not going to win, she's going to win. If she don't win, then I'm going to win. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. Either way, one of us is going to be pointing up at the WrestleMania sign. Well, fuck, what happened next, man? Then they started talking about Liv and Raquel. Apparently, they're going to come after the tag team titles. So, cool, we got that. Next up, we got a Charlotte Flair video package. Because, you know, this is what we do now. You know, we don't have surprises or anything like that anymore. We just, you know, beat it into our heads, beat it into the audience heads, what is going to happen and what the people are going to do. So I think Charlotte Flair is going to end up winning the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble, which, I mean, I guess if she's coming back, then maybe she should. But I really think that it should be Jade Cargill that wins because, I mean, Charlotte, she's had fucking 13, 14 world titles at this point. She'll be okay. She'll be all right. After this, we get a Damian Priest promo. He basically just says that, you know, he's here to specifically to win titles. That's all he wants to do. He just wants to win championships. And, you know, he's not playing around this time around. So there's that. Not here to make a name for himself because he already made that. And yeah. The new Wild Samoans, which I will be calling Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga until further notice, until they actually get a name for themselves, because I won't be calling them the new Bloodline anymore. I'm going to call them the new Wild Samoans, even though one of them is a Tongan. We don't care. All right, so the new Wild Samoans, they interrupt, and Jacob Fatu, he cuts a little promo where he's like, you know, you from the streets, I'm from the streets. You know, you done more than, you know, half them motherfuckers back there in the locker room. So, you know, there's that. But the difference between me and you is I spent time in the box. And by the box, he means the prison. You know, he means prison. You know, who cares? Who cares? I mean, I guess it's something that they can add to his character, but, I mean, who cares? So he does that. He's like, you know, he just basically saying, you know, I'm from the streets, you from the streets. But the difference between us is that, you know what I'm saying, if anybody you know, gets in our way, they get put down or they get beat down. You know what I'm saying? They can stay down or they can get beat down. Then Damian Priest super kicks Tama Tonga. And then, you know, they brawl a little bit, this, that, and the other. They end up getting the numbers advantage on him, start whooping his ass in the corner. Just laying down the smacketh down on him in the corner. Then LA Knight interrupts. He comes in for the save. Smacks Tama Tonga with the chair. He smacks Tama Tonga with the chair. He's going to smack fucking Jacob Fatu with the chair, but Jacob Fatu just punches the fucking chair out of his hand. And then, things even up, right? Damian Priest got him from behind. No Diddy got Jacob Fatu from behind. And, that's when LA Knight was able to grab the chair again, smack him in the back. No Diddy again. And they set up a match, between LA Knight and Damian Priest versus the New Wild Samoans. So that's going to be the main event of the evening. Then we get into, Motor City Machine Guns and Los Garza. They're backstage, and they're going to be in an 8-man tag match tonight. For why? I don't know. Bro. I'm so done with this shit. Like, they're in an 8-man tag match with each other versus Pretty Deadly and DIY next. So, we're going to get the, hey, man, I just want to make sure that you have our back, We just want to make sure that, we're all on the same page tonight. Because if we're not, then, we're going to lose tonight's match. And, we can't have that, Who cares? Who fucking cares, bro? So next up, we get that 8-man tag match. Before the 8-man tag match got officially started, they showed the segment. We were talking about it yesterday, where Triple H, he got, surprised by Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker and Stephanie McMahon. The acting was just so bad. You could tell that that shit was all planned. Triple H trying to act surprised. That shit was just so fucking bad. So if you didn't see the video, because I never saw the video, right? I just saw the report and I went off of that, right? And I guess there was an actual video. They were actually at they were filming a town hall for some reason. So that just goes to show for me that, that whole shit, Triple H going into the Hall of Fame, putting himself in the Hall of Fame, that was the plan from Jump Street. So, yeah. So then we get into this match. Los Garza walks off first. And then Pretty Deadly walks off. So they basically leave DIY and Motor City Machine Guns in the ring. Chris Sabin picks up the roll-up. You know what I'm saying? He rolls them up. So we got 2 roll-ups tonight. Yay. So there was that. And this was just another 20-minute time waster, dog. Who cares? Who gives a fuck, bro? Even Tyrese Halliburton, he got an interview. That was up next. Tyrese Halliburton of the Indiana Pacers. He got a whole interview, okay? A 10-minute interview, 5-minute interview, whatever the fuck it was. It was way too fucking long because nobody knows Tyrese Halliburton unless you actually watch the NBA and you watch it like you're a legitimate fan of the NBA. You don't know who the fuck Tyrese Halliburton is. You don't know that he plays for the Indiana Pacers. If you're not bringing out Michael Jordan, if you're not bringing out LeBron, right? Kevin Durant, right? If you're not bringing out somebody, Steph Curry, if you're not bringing out one of them, don't bring out no motherfucking no motherfucking NBA players, bruh, and give them a whole interview. Like, no, we don't need to see that. So next up, we get the KO and Cody Rhodes vignette because we won't be seeing Cody Rhodes tonight. Up next, we get Naomi versus Liv Morgan. This is another 50-50 time waster, 10, 15, 20 minutes of just back and forth. I believe Naomi got rolled up. Or, no, Naomi rolled up Liv, right? Because, so before the match, for some reason, they're just letting us know how many times people have fought each other now at this point. So, Michael Cole, right? Or was it Joe Tessitore? Who knows? Who cares? I think it was Joe Tessitore. He let the people know that they fought twice before, and Naomi has gotten the better of Liv both times. So we're going to see what happens in this match. And then Naomi gets the roll-up pin on fucking Liv Morgan. So that's 3 roll-ups in one night, if you're not counting, because I was. And then after the match, they get beat down by Liv Morgan and Raquel. So, yeah, cool. Up next, we get Miz versus Andrade. Another 50-50 time waster, bro. It was nothing but 50-50 just time-wasting bullshit matches so that we didn't have to get into any actual storylines, all right? Andrade wins. Who gives a fuck, all right? We move on. Escobar, he's backstage. Santos Escobar, he's backstage, and he confronts Damian Priest. He's like, hey, man, if you ever need it, we got a spot in the LDF for you. And I had to look this up because, for the longest, I had no idea what Legado del Fantasma meant, right? I'm not a Spanish speaker. This is America, right? So I went ahead, I had to just look it up. So Legado del Fantasma, if you don't know, means legacy of the ghost. If somebody can explain to me what that has to do with their characters or their gimmick, if somebody can explain that to me, that'd be very nice. If you could drop that below in the comments. If somebody understands what the fuck that's all about, why are they called the legacy of the ghost, right? Anyways, so Damian Priest basically is like, no, I don't want the spot. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Escobar's like, cool, I'll be seeing you around. R-Truth is back there. You know, he provides a little bit of levity, you know. But, you know, R-Truth is basically fucking just retarded at this point. Like, there was a time where R-Truth was, like, just delusional, right? He wasn't retarded. He was delusional, right? He was, like, psychotic, right? Like, he actually, like, that was his character. He was, like, a delusional, psychotic psychopath, okay? He was talking to people that weren't there. You know, he had schizophrenia, shit like that, right? Like, so that was his character. Now he's just plain old fucking retarded, right? He doesn't know shit about nothing ever, right? He thinks that they're on Raw. He thinks that Adam Pearce is Nick Aldis and that whatever, like, it's too much for me, bro. It's too much. LA Knight comes back and he also does hey, I just need to make sure we're on the same page tonight, you know, tomorrow at the Royal Rumble, you know, we can whoop each other's ass and this, that, and the other when we cross paths. But for tonight, I want to make sure that we're on the same page and we whooping ass. Yeah. Okay. Anytime I see LA Knight, it's always going to be a good time for me. Yeah. So there we go. Next up, we get Zelina Vega, of all fucking people. Zelina Vega, who hasn't won a match in like how long now? 4 or 5 years, some shit like that. Who knows? She confronts Tiffany Stratton talking about, you know, she's coming for the title. She might win the Royal Rumble. And if she does, she's going to be coming for her title. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, okay, Zelina. We believe you, baby girl. We believe you. So John Cena, right? No, he didn't show up tonight. No. Why would he show up? We're gonna get a vignette. We're gonna get a fucking video package for John Cena about how he's on the chase for his 17th world title. You know what I mean? And I guess it starts tomorrow. I thought it started on January 6th. You know what I'm saying? The Netflix debut. But no, it actually starts tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. That's when the chase actually starts. So I guess we'll see what happens there. John Cena has not decided to show up at all for the last 3 weeks. So yeah, we get that. Now we just get a video package for him. It's honestly insulting at this point. Next up, we get Tiffany Stratton getting interviewed in the ring by Cole and Pat McAfee. You know, Tiffany Stratton basically just saying, you know, it doesn't matter who wins the Royal Rumble. All that matters at the end of the day is that it's Tiffy time. This is her Tiffy title. Whatever, right? Candice LeRae, of all people, interrupts, right? Basically says that she was jealous of, or that Tiffany Stratton was jealous of Candice because Nia Jax preferred Candice LeRae as her tag team partner and as her sidekick, her little butt buddy. And Tiffany Stratton's like, no, you ain't shit. You ain't ever gonna be shit. This is the closest you'll ever get to my title, you know, or any kind of title in this company, which is absolute facts. So while Tiffany's backing her up into a corner, Nia Jax comes out of nowhere with her big fine ass, and Tiffany, like, she's getting ready to squash Tiffany in the corner, but Tiffany moves out of the way. So either way, I don't get this spot, because either she was gonna squash Tiffany and Candice LeRae in the corner, or she was just going to squash Candice in the corner. Like, I did not get this spot at all. It was a retarded spot. But she squashed Candice in the corner by accident because Tiffany moved out of the way. You know, Tiffany started getting up on Nia Jax, but then the numbers game caught up to her. And that was that. Nia Jax hugs Candice LeRae and says she's sorry and that and the other. And we move on to the main event. Yes, we are at the main event. Has anything exciting happened to y'all yet? Can you hear it in my voice? I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now. But I am kind of excited because we get LA Knight, yeah, right, in the main event. So that's always going to be a good time for me. LA Knight, Damian Priest versus the New Wild Samoans. There's not much to talk about in this match. It was a decent match. But, you know, I don't watch these shows for the matches. right? I watch these shows for the storylines, and there is just none of that at this point. So Priest picked up the win over Tama Tonga. I call it this shit too, by the way. Before the match even began, when the match was called, I was like, okay, so Damian Priest, he's gonna have to pin Tama Tonga. That's the only way that they're gonna protect Jacob Fatu, and LA Knight. He's not gonna pick up the win because Triple H hates LA Knight for some reason. But whatever. So Damian Priest, he picked up the win over Tama Tonga, okay? After the match, we get Jacob Fatu delivering a super kick, a pop-up fucking Samoa drop, and then he hits the little springboard moonsault, prettiest moonsault ever on Damian Priest after the match. And that was the show, ladies and gentlemen, okay? That was the end of the show. Now, what in this show was supposed to get the people hyped for tomorrow? Nothing. I don't think there's any possible way. Okay? I don't think there's any possible way that you can be excited for the Royal Rumble based off of what happened tonight. If it was like just a regular episode of Smackdown, it would still be ass, but at least it would be decent enough, it wouldn't get a 1 out of 10 like it's about to get from me right now, right? It would at least get a 3 or a 4 out of 10, right? Because it would just be a random Smackdown. But this is the go home show, okay? This is a show that's supposed to get the people hyped for the weekend, okay? And it simply just failed at doing that, bruh. It failed at doing that. No storylines happened tonight. No stories were developed tonight, right? KO just comes out. He walks out and just completely just throws Saturday Night Main Event, just completely just throws it out of the window, right? By just going out there and just grabbing his title that was supposed to be, suspended above the ring. So what happens tomorrow? Is it just going to be the WWE Championship above the ring now? Is he gonna put it up there before the match, or like what so what was the whole fucking contract signing and then put both relinquishing their titles for? Like, what was that even for? If he was just gonna come back the very next week, right? The very fucking next week and just take it away, just take it back. What was it for? Who can somebody explain that one to me? Okay, nothing on the show happened tonight that advanced any kind of storylines. Nothing happened on the storyline that got anybody excited for tomorrow. If you're excited for tomorrow, explain to me why. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, no John Cena, no Roman Reigns, not even fucking Solo Sikoa. Right? Solo Sikoa popped up 2 weeks ago, didn't say anything, and then just walked off, and he's just been gone ever since, okay? So Solo's a jobber. Maybe he'll be back tomorrow. Who knows? Who cares at this point? LA Knight better win the Royal Rumble. Otherwise, I don't give a shit, right? If anybody else besides LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble, we riot at this point, because, nigga, like that, he's the only one who deserves it. The LA Knight, Braun Breaker, and Jey Uso. Those are the three people that should win tomorrow. And if neither of them win tomorrow, then this company is just completely dead. And that's it, bruh. That's fucking it. That was the show. Let me know what y'all thought about it. I give this shit a 1 out of 10, like I fucking said, because nothing happened. Nothing happened tonight, bruh. They just completely jobbing out fucking Carmelo Hayes. Like, it's just insane to watch, bro. So 1 out of 10. Let me know what y'all thought about the show. I will be back. We will be doing a Royal Rumble fucking review tomorrow. All right. So make sure y'all tune in when that pops up. And I'll see you motherfuckers in the next one. This has been your boy, Nate the Great. Peace.